The most important meal of the day for a woman over 60 is not the one you eat. It's the one you don't skip. For years, we've been told to listen to our bodies. But lately, it feels like the loudest voices in health and wellness are telling us to ignore our hunger, to push through, to fast for longer and longer periods. It's a trend that promises boundless energy and a slimmer waistline. And it can be so tempting when you feel like your own body has stopped playing by the rules you once knew. But for our bodies, especially after 60, this popular advice can quietly backfire, chipping away at the very strength and vitality we're trying so hard to protect. There is a gentler, wiser way to find that balance, and it begins with understanding our unique hormonal landscape. I'm Dr. Emily Hart, and for over 15 years, I've had the privilege of helping women navigate the beautiful and complex changes that come with age. I'm here to help you do the same with clarity and with compassion. This channel is a space for us to learn and grow together. If that sounds like a community you'd like to be a part of, I invite you to subscribe. And I would so love to know who I'm speaking with today. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? I love knowing where this community of strong women comes together. Today we are talking about a very big and very confusing topic: intermittent fasting. You see it everywhere. Your daughter might be doing it, or you've read about it in a magazine. But the question we need to answer is not just if it works, but if it works for us. Let's get into it, because your health is far too precious for guesswork. The first thing we must protect is our strength. It's the currency of our independence. One of the most significant challenges for women our age is something called sarcopenia. It's a fancy word for age-related muscle loss. It happens to everyone, but after menopause, the process can speed up. This is the reason why opening a stubborn jar feels harder, why we might feel less steady on our feet, and why getting up from a low chair requires a little more effort. It's not just in your head. It's a real biological shift. I was speaking with a patient of mine. Let's call her Carol. Carol is 68, a vibrant grandmother who loves gardening and keeping up with her two energetic grandkids. She came to me feeling frustrated. She'd read online that a 16-hour fast every day could help her lose the stubborn 10 pounds that had settled around her middle. So she started skipping breakfast, having only black coffee until noon. After a month, the scale hadn't budged much, but something else had changed. She told me, "Emily, I feel fragile. I went to lift a bag of soil in the garden, something I've done 1,000 times, and my back twinged. I feel weaker, not stronger." What Carol was experiencing is the direct consequence of poorly timed fasting on a mature female body. Here's the science made simple. Your muscles are constantly in a state of breakdown and repair. To repair and build muscle, you need protein. When you skip meals, especially breakfast, you create a long window of time where your body is in a breakdown state without the necessary building blocks, the protein, to repair itself. Your body needs resources, and if it's not getting them from food, it will start to pull them from elsewhere. Unfortunately, one of the easiest places for it to find amino acids is your own muscle tissue. Think of your muscles as the sturdy wooden frame of your house. Every day, a few boards get a little worn. Protein is the new lumber you bring in to replace them and keep the frame strong. Fasting for long periods for our bodies is like stopping the lumber delivery for 16 hours straight, while the wear and tear continues. Over time, the frame weakens. So what is the gentle, powerful solution? It's not about eating more. It's about eating smart. The solution is to front-load your protein. Instead of skipping breakfast, make it the cornerstone of your day. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein in that first meal. This could be a couple of eggs with a piece of whole grain toast, a bowl of Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, or a well-made protein smoothie. By starting your day this way, you're telling your body, the lumber delivery has arrived. You have everything you need to repair and stay strong. You're not just feeding your hunger. You're feeding your muscles, your mobility, and your independence for all the years to come. You are reinforcing the very frame that allows you to live a full and active life. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room for so many of us. that stubborn fat around the middle. It's often the primary reason women consider fasting. But here is the cruel irony. For many women over 60, aggressive fasting can actually make belly fat worse. This has everything to do with a hormone you've likely heard of, cortisol. Cortisol is our primary stress hormone. It's not inherently bad. It helps us wake up in the morning and gives us a burst of energy in a crisis. But our bodies are not designed for it to be high all the time. I remember a conversation with another patient, Brenda. At 71, Brenda was a retired teacher, meticulous and disciplined. She was determined to do everything right. She followed a strict eating schedule, only eating between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. But she felt exhausted. She was waking up around 3 a.m. with her heart racing, and despite her efforts, her waistline seemed to be expanding. She told me, her voice filled with despair, "I feel so wound up and tired all at once. It's like my body is fighting me every step of the way." Brenda's body was fighting. It was fighting a perceived threat. Here's what was happening inside her body. In our younger years, our estrogen and progesterone levels help to buffer our stress response. After menopause, that hormonal buffer is gone. Our systems become much more sensitive to stressors. And going for long periods without food is perceived by the body as a stressor, a mild form of starvation. Think of your stress response system like a highly sensitive smoke alarm. When you were younger, maybe it only went off if there was a real fire. Now, with the hormonal changes, it's like the alarm is so sensitive that even making a piece of toast can set it off. So, when you fast for 16 or 18 hours, that alarm starts blaring. Your adrenal glands pump out cortisol to manage this perceived crisis. And one of cortisol's primary jobs is to signal your body to store energy for the famine. And its favorite place to store that energy? As visceral fat deep in your abdomen. So Brenda's discipline was actually creating a chronic, low-grade stress state that was keeping her awake at night and telling her body to hold on to fat around her middle. The solution was counterintuitive. It wasn't more discipline, it was more grace. We stopped her long fasts. We made sure she had a balanced breakfast, a solid lunch, and a nourishing dinner. We also incorporated gentle stress-reducing activities like a 10-minute morning walk and a cup of chamomile tea before bed. Within a few weeks, she was sleeping through the night again. She felt calmer. And over a few months, without restricting calories, just by managing her stress and eating regularly, her clothes started to fit more comfortably around her waist. The solution is to see your body not as a machine to be disciplined, but as a garden to be tended. By lowering the stress signals, you allow your body to feel safe. And a body that feels safe is a body that is willing to let go of what it doesn't need. So, if long fasts are off the table, does that mean we should be eating all day long? Not at all. There is a beautiful, effective, and much safer middle ground. This is what I recommend to nearly all of my female patients over 60. It's not intermittent fasting, it's called time-restricted eating, and it's about rhythm, not restriction. Specifically, I recommend a 12-hour eating window. It is as simple and as gentle as it sounds. You eat your meals within a 12-hour period and allow your body to rest and digest for the other 12 hours. For example, if you have your first bite of breakfast at 8 a.m., you would aim to have your last bite of dinner by 8 p.m. Let me tell you about Susan. Susan was 75 and had been struggling with indigestion and bloating for years. She felt like she was always snacking, never truly hungry but never truly satisfied. The idea of any diet rule felt overwhelming to her. When I suggested the 12-hour window, she was skeptical, but she agreed to try. She decided her window would be 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. She had her breakfast, lunch, and a light early dinner. After 7:30 p.m., she'd have a cup of herbal tea if she felt like it. What's the science behind why this simple shift is so powerful? Our bodies run on an internal 24-hour clock called the circadian rhythm. This clock governs everything from our sleep-wake cycle to our hormone release and, importantly, our digestion. Your digestive system is designed to be most active during the day and to rest and repair at night. Think of your digestive system as a busy restaurant kitchen. During the day, the chefs are working hard, cooking and serving meals. If you give them a full 12-hour break overnight, they have time to deep clean the kitchen, take out the trash, and sharpen the knives for the next day. This cellular cleanup is a process called autophagy, and it's incredibly important for long-term health. It helps reduce inflammation and keeps our cells functioning optimally. But if you're snacking late at night, it's like asking the kitchen crew to whip up another meal just as they've started cleaning. The cleanup never gets properly done. After just 1 week, Susan called me. She said, "I can't believe it. For the first time in years, I'm waking up feeling hungry for breakfast. My bloating is gone, and I'm sleeping more soundly than I have in a decade." She hadn't changed, she was eating just one dash. This gentle 12-hour rhythm works with your body's natural intelligence, not against it. It supports stable blood sugar, improves sleep quality, and gives your digestive system a much-needed nightly rest, all without triggering the cortisol surge or muscle wasting effects of a longer fast. It's a sustainable, graceful practice that honors the wisdom of your body. Your journey through health in your 60s, 70s, and beyond is not about adopting the latest trend. It's about coming home to your own body. It's about listening to its whispers before they become screams. It's about choosing nourishment over punishment and rhythm over restriction. Your body has carried you through decades of life. It has loved and worked and created. It is not failing you. It is simply speaking a new language. My hope is that today you've learned a few new words in that language. You are worthy of care that feels like kindness. Your strength is worth protecting. Your peace is worth cultivating. And your vitality is your birthright. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this conversation resonated with you, please share it with a friend who might need to hear it. And I would love to continue the conversation in the comments. What is one small, kind thing you can do for your body this week? Until next time, be well and be gentle with yourself.